What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I got my new AirPod Pros in. We've got an 86 here. This car hasn't been detailed since they got it. This is a 2017. We just recently washed this, so obviously the exterior looks phenomenal, and the engine bay, obviously. But like I said, this interior hasn't been detailed since they got it. You can see it's just, the black is fading, it's ashy. We may not be able to bring that back, but we're gonna try our best with the steamer. And you can see it's not too bad until you get into the cracks and the crevices where everything is touched. The carpets are pretty beat, so we might end up having to remove the seats out of here. We may do some mid vacuuming here and there throughout the years, but like I said, this car has never been detailed before, so let me move this up. Check that out, guys. Not bad overall. You can see they still even have the plastic here from when they got it. I guess they just kept it there to protect against the seat belt rubbing against the plastic, but as you can see, it's just a ton of just dust and debris. Right here we got a good one. Some sticky stuff, some old looking, cup holders. And let me just move around to the driver's side. Where their arm has been resting, it's, kind of matted out. Created like this sheen look to it. The plastic on the door panels faded with touch. A woman actually owns this car, so you can see there's like makeup. Yeah, just overall, not in good shape as she would like it. And like I said, makeup everywhere. Right here. And you can see the steering wheel is beat. I guess she hunks a lot. The steamer's gonna just eat up all this for sure. I got the steamer over there getting ready. Makeup on the volume knob right there. Just on the knob right here. Just dusty in general. You guys are seeing that, just dusty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a quick vacuum on it. I don't wanna make this video too long. As you can see, it's basically just a one-seater. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a pre-vacuum on that, just pre-vacuum the trunk, and then we'll get right into the meat of the situation. Okay, so here we are, guys. We've got this door that has all the makeup on it. It's the driver door. Obviously the steam is cutting up everything right now. Now, the reason you want to pull out a steamer for a car like this and not just use a regular, chemical and tile is because it helps break up all of the makeup that's on here. And if you guys ever cleaned or been in a car with a female who hasn't had it cleaned or detailed in a while, there's a ton of makeup on the doors, the steering wheel, just basically anything that they touch, which is kind of sad, but hey, whatever floats your boat, and y'all know they gotta look good where they're going. So I had to team this up with the extractor because this armrest right here was so bad. You guys seen it, it was matted out, it had a sheen to it, so I'm going over it with the extractor and the steamer at the same time, and it came out perfect. I also teamed it up with a magic eraser to help break down some of that stuff, and then also there was some candy or some other stuff stuck into the cup holder that she saw me try to get out. I basically just used a flathead in my towel to get that up. And I can honestly say the flathead and the towel is probably one of the detailer's secret weapons when it comes to this. Obviously, you gotta be gentle, use the steamer to break up or soften up whatever is in there. But a lot of times with these cup holders, or how these car manufacturers make them, they make it so difficult to even put your hand in there. So I'm like, why? Why would you even make this cup holder like this? Now I'm going in for the full spray down of the interior. At this point, my back is broken. I hate detailing these small cars like this, because you're always, for one, as a detailer, you're always looking down. And now when you get these cars that's super low to the ground, you gotta look way down, bend your back, all sorts of directions. But I'm using this HDX powder, you guys can probably see right here. I teamed it up with some water and some chemical, the greases that I use. And I basically just use that pump sprayer to spray down everything. I definitely suggest you guys grab one of these, because a lot of times we just use our spray bottles and we're just pulling and pulling and pulling. And then you go home at the end of the day with a hand cramp. And you guys don't want that. So definitely grab that. And then you don't want to be refilling your spray bottle all the time. So right here, magic eraser, spray down, steam it. Get all the makeup and fingerprints off, the volume knob, the power knob, the steering wheel, the gear shift, the e-brake, the vents, the buttons. I mean, just all around, guys. Now this can definitely be tedious work, but I make pretty quick of it. Obviously not because the video is speed up, but I pretty much know what to look for. When you're doing a steering wheel, make sure you pull it up, pull it out, pull it down, all that. Move the vents, move the gear shift. With this one, the gear shift is pretty easy to get to. You can see all the way around it, 360. Now when you're doing the sides of the seats, that's perfect when the pump sprayer comes into action, because you can just spray down there continuously. Grab you a long extended brush, and then just blow it towards the back. You see I got my brush right here. It's pretty extended. This thing, it will get all the crumbs out of the cracks if the steamer doesn't. And then you come back and team it up with the air compressor. Now, like I said, guys, overall, this car was not too bad. Obviously, we've had some worse ones on this channel, but the cup holder wasn't that bad at all. It was definitely some coffee, some stains in there, so we just had to steam that out. And definitely you gotta have at least 1 or 2 towels when you're cleaning a car. You have to assess the damage and what you gotta clean up when you get into the car, so you may need 1 or 2 towels. And obviously with the steamer, that does add a lot more water, you know, and moisture whenever you're detailing cars. So you definitely might need 2 towels just because you're using a steamer. So just keep that in mind, and just make sure you blow out every crack and crevice. You don't want water just sitting in there. You can see that I really don't let the chemicals or the steamer sit on any buttons or any screens too long. I know a lot of times I've heard of detailers, you know, probably having to do a refund or do this and that because the customers try to turn on the radio and the radio was like messing up, or it wouldn't turn on, or they got water into this area. And so me personally, I try to move as quickly as possible when I'm doing like the screens and stuff. A lot of people might see me spray chemicals on like the radio screen, but I try to wipe it up real fast and air compress it out. It's kind of hard as a detailer because a lot of times there's crumbs on the buttons of the radio, which is pretty difficult to get to. And you don't want to use a steamer on the radio screen. I know that for a fact.
Okay. Got the tire shine on, windows cleaned up. This is the aftermath. Suede right here is still a little damp to touch, but about to dry along with the seats. I was gonna film the back, doing the back seats, but man, if you guys are, you know, tall like me, leaning down in these little cars like this, you can pretty much get them in there. So we got this side cleaned up. Remember, they had some red stuff spilled all the way in the back, so we got that cleaned up. Seats are clean. Dash is clean. That suede is cleaned. We got the mats over here. The mats are done. I just gotta put those back in. The trunk is done. The spot on this door right here, it came out somewhat, which was, you know, the good thing about it. It's not hard anymore. It's soft to the touch. It blends in with the suede. The suede just got badly, you know, just used and abused right here versus that side over there. But this just got badly used and abused. It's cleaned, as you can see. You know, it was matted down and shiny. It's not that anymore, so it's gonna dry. The black on the suede is just faded. Everything is off the doors right here. You see how bad that was beforehand. All the buttons are cleaned. Everything is clean. In here is clean. The makeup is going up here, here. Obviously the steering wheel. This leather is actually faded a little bit, so you'll see those little rings around here. But besides that, all the makeup from on this outer layer and then this inner layer is gone. Crumbs are gone out of here. The buttons are freshly cleaned. Everything is smooth. The makeup is gone off of here and the gear shift plus all the buttons. This is just fading right here on the plastic, so everything is fine. The makeup and stuff is gone off the power and volume button. We have the vents cleaned, and then we also have these cleaned. So carpet is good. Just gotta let the seats dry. Let me show you guys the back. And then let me show you guys the cup holders. That is actually pen ink that would not come out even with the steamer. Crazy. All that's cleaned up. Besides this little speck right here. But we are good to go. So, hope you guys like this video. Sorry it took me a minute to shoot some new videos, but we'll be back in action. Trust me. I'll see you guys in the next one.